Today we are at our hive and I'm going to be doing my first solo hive inspection. A bit scary but exciting at the same time. So a couple of things we're going to be looking for today are hive beetle, and I've actually made up a little trap, and inside is just some apple cider vinegar and vegetable oil. Apparently the apple cider vinegar kind of gives off that rotting fruit, sort of fermenting fruit smell, and that's what attracts the beetle, and then I guess the oil is what drowns them. The other thing we will be looking for is obviously the queen, making sure she's still there, still happy, and for any capped brood, and making sure they've got a bit of an overflow of honey supply. Alright, so I'm going to start opening. Well, first I'm going to actually put my bee suit on. I'm just a bit nervous and don't want to get stung. This is where I think I'm going to need you. So we have got this sort of heavy steel lid on top, and really that's just to stop the hive from sort of blowing open in the wind. I just want to make sure our queen is not on the lid. She's not very obviously here. She's a big sort of orangey girl. I don't see her. Okay. Just going to gently put this on here. There's a beetle. Where'd you go? There you are. Come on, out the way. So we found one hive beetle. Sorry guys if that's cruel to you, but they can literally wipe out an entire hive. Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, can't really get to any of the other traps or anything, so I'm just going to try and lift this frame. So we just have a standard 10 frame because this is a fairly young hive, and I just don't want to squash my bee. Now our bee lady said to just kind of get in there, and you know, it is what it is, but that's unfortunately not me. I'm not going to squish any of them.
What?
Okay. Wow.
They've been active.
They've been very active. I need to just... Right. There is stacks of interestingly orange pollen. Lots of overflow honey.
Oh, you want to show us?
So you can see there's lots of capped brood, which is excellent. There's some grubs. There are a few grubs down here. And lots of honey. They build their food source on the outer skirts, and there's plenty. And then I don't know if you can see some of the orange, but it looks like pollen. So this is a very happy looking little hive, or frame so far. Very, very busy. I'm now just looking to see if the queen is on here by any chance before I put this frame on the outside. They're very calm, which is good.
Ah, yes, on my face.
Okay. one just stung my glove, sort of thing. Got stuck. These guys are working really, really hard. They're incredible. What you can see over there is all the capped brood. And it's a bit hard to show you grubs. And then all the glowing stuff is their honey, their food source to feed those grubs, of course. So we won't be able to harvest any honey for about another 9-10 months. We'll have to get a super frame. But at the moment, all of this is for them so that they have food to eat. There's a lot of activity here, so I do have to be very careful. I've got a feeling the queen is nearby. If not, I'm actually not sure why they're doing that then. They're not even going to let me get in here. By the looks of it. She's been very busy, so it does tell me that she, you know, there's lots of babies, lots of grubs, brood. The bees themselves are working extremely hard, so it does tell me she has to be here somewhere. Just don't know where. So much orange pollen, it's fascinating. I wonder where they're getting that from. So bees can fly apparently up to something like 7 kilometers to get food and water. Ours are very fortunate that they don't have to fly very far, because our neighbors have lots of pollen for them to eat and water as well. I'm very pleased to note that there is actually not much hive beetle. I've seen that one. I haven't checked the second trap. I haven't checked the trap yet, but I've only seen one so far, so that's really good. I do believe this process gets quicker as you get more confident in doing this. But for me, I'm going to take it slow. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to upset them. I want to make sure I'm checking everything correctly. I must say I'm really glad I'm wearing this suit. Poor Sven got stung. One got in his shirt. We only have one suit because they're quite expensive. I'm really now just starting to look for the queen. This is a beautiful frame though. It has so much food, quite a bit of capped brood. It's really incredible. I think I just need to accept that there are going to be casualties, and I'm trying to be almost way too gentle. Right, they're starting to fill these. The last sort of 2 or 3 frames weren't as full last time. I'll be able to show you hopefully now some grubs. I just saw a whole bunch. So there's quite a few grubs in this one. Obviously the capped brood, which is all this stuff, and then some of the honey source food. They're doing really, really well. This seems to be about a third capped brood. Not very many grubs, largely food. So honey for themselves, which makes sense because every time I walk past when it's windy, all I can smell is honey. So that's always cool. Trying so hard not to squash any when I put the frames back. But I'm not sure where our queen is. We've got only 2 more frames to go. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to check this trap first and call it for today. I've had 3 stings. I'm okay, they're just stinging my glove, but they're obviously telling me they're very unhappy, so I don't want to upset them anymore for today. But this is the little trap. As you can see, there's actually quite a few beetles in there, so I'm satisfied that that's not a lot. So what I might do is just take this one out completely, clean it up. I'm going to put the new one in I've made, which has very sadly fallen over. Let's hold that in here now. I'll check in about 2 weeks time again anyway. Okay, so they've built out the frame a bit, but they've still got quite a long way to go in terms of filling this frame, which is fine, which is the reason we've only got the 10 in here. I am seeing quite a bit of capped brood though, lots of honey. Very pleased to not see any beetles. Okay, this is the emptiest frame. This side really only seems to have a little bit of pollen, no capped brood. And this side, I would say, is even worse. Now, I'm not going to be terribly concerned just yet. I have filled out and built the frame, so that's really good. I'm starting to wonder if that is a bit of a queen cell coming there. Hopefully not. We'll keep an eye on it. We don't want any new ones. Although, to be fair, I actually haven't found her, so... Right. Now, I'm not going to go back in and look for the queen. There's lots of evidence and signs that she is actually here somewhere. So I'm going to just put these guys away because I think they're a bit unhappy with me being in here. It's windy, which is of course not ideal. Okay, well, that's it. Took me about 40 minutes just to go through that hive alone. I will get quicker at it. Sadly did not find my queen, but as I mentioned, I do think there is plenty evidence that she is there somewhere. I'm quite happy with what I've seen. I may just send my bee lady a message and just say, hey, didn't find her today, and just see if she thinks that's a concern. So guys, this is where I'm going to call this one. I think I am done for today. I will catch you on the next one.